Holland. I'm so impressed. I was not expecting anything less than that, and I'm looking forward to your day to day. You guys on the stage, can you see that? Can you give a shout to Holland, whether you can hear us? Welcome, Holland team. Hilda is there. Their next was well in Germany. Give me a shout. Give me a shout if you're on the stage, if you can hear us and can see the Holland team. They're very glamorous there, and I'm here to present you guys. Although I didn't bring your outfit from Holland, I brought one from another country, and everybody has to guess which one it is. So there was one before, and this is the one right now. And thank you so much. So I have very powerful ladies here, as you can see from Holland. I have Kadogo. You can raise up your hand so that they know who is Kadogo. We know her Kadogo, but she's going to give her full name, but we'd like to keep that name. And we also have Nellie. Nellie, yes, and her team, the two ladies there, they brought them together. They were the ones organizing the Holland and the team. They will be here to really tell us what is all this team about. Can you introduce her? And you have your MC of today, and she is here to give us her the team over. I'm going to hand over to you. If you can hear me well, let me know.
I can hear you very well.
Yes. Now I hand over to Holland. The stage is yours. You have 40 minutes. Tell us, what have you been preparing in Holland?
So, hi everyone. My name is Aurelia Marcellus, and I'll be the representative of the Holland team. A little bit about myself. I'm one person who does a lot of things. So we are all over the place, but purposefully. And today I will be introducing really beautiful ladies in front of me. And the beauty is on purpose because we just accentuated everything that God gave them. So the makeup is from Shosti Bed Drive. You can check us out in our socials. And then the beautiful clothes today, they are Kagas and they are from Angaza. And Nellie will talk more about what it is. The reason why we thought about being alone at home, but we were like, you know what, we're Dutch people. We like gezelligheid, coziness. So we said, how about bring everyone together? So our first speaker will be Dabbie. And Dabbie will tell us more about her initiative, her journey. And then from there, we'll talk to Nellie from Angaza. And then finally, we'll finish up with Kadogo, and then we'll tell you more, if we have a bit of time, of what to do and how to reach us. So I hope you enjoy this. And yeah, we begin with you, Dabbie.
Thank you so much, Aurelia, and thank you for organizing this amazing summit. Can you hear me, everybody?
Energy. Give us energy.
I'm going to bring in the energy. My name is Dabbie Omolo. I've been in Holland for 2 years. I came to study, do my master's, and but my journey begins way back. Okay. My journey actually begins up. So my initiative will come in, and I like to tell stories.
Yeah.
And I got that from my grandmother. So I was studying in the UK a couple of years ago, and I needed to register myself for the clinic, and I did. And I got a call from the doctor that was very scary, and that's where my passion comes from, because I like to spread awareness about cervical cancer, and and well-being. But well-being is holistic, and our physical, our mental, our financial, our social. But back to my story, I got a call from the doctor, and he told me, I've got some news for you and you need to come in. So ideally, I had just gone in for just to register myself and to get a flu shot. And I saw a poster, and that poster said, did you know that if you're from this area, so it was a global map. And I noticed that there was an issue with cervical cancer in the global south. I did not know that, where I came from, cervical cancer was such a big thing. I had never been told about it. No, I never knew. And I wondered how many people actually are aware. And so it was a whole journey of treatment. I was diagnosed with cervical cancer.
How old were you around this time?
At the time, I was 28.
Okay.
And that's apparently quite early to get a cervical cancer. And one thing that is important to be aware of is the moment you become sexually active, you are actually prone. This is what a lot of people don't know. And hence my initiative to to make women aware, young and old, and the aged as well, that there is this thing that we need to be aware of. And so I was diagnosed at that age. My family, my daughter was back in Kenya, my husband was in Kenya. I lived with my cousin, and she was extremely supportive. And it was scary, it was traumatic. But yeah, I'm here today. I went through the treatment, and I want to make as many people aware of screening. Screening. It's so, so important.
What age would you recommend for people to have screening done for cervical cancer?
So in Holland, for example, we start being screened at the age of 30. But there's a purpose to that. The reason why the screening only begins at 30 is because typically at the age of 12, girls are given the HPV shot, which is the vaccine. So you're protected generally, because by the time it is expected that by the time you become sexually active, you have that vaccine. And then, it's expected that even you start having kids, maybe, 25, 30, but then at that point, the doctors actually want to check up on, because it's a virus.
Yeah.
And cervical cancer is one of the most treatable cancers, So don't be afraid of going for screening, and that is my biggest message. Do not be afraid of going. So I was 28.
So at 28, you are abroad.
Yeah.
You've just gone to study, you're living with your cousin, and you realize that you have the C word, which everyone is afraid of.
Absolutely.
And now you have cervical cancer, you have your baby in Kenya.
Yeah.
How was the treatment process, and what was your mental state at that time?
I was gutted.
Yeah.
I was gutted. So was my cousin and her husband. It was shocking for everybody. And I called up my husband, and I was crying because I thought I was going to die. The moment you hear the C word, you think, oh my gosh, and all I could think about was, what's going to happen to my baby? She was only 4 or 5 at the time, and I thought, oh goodness, my mother. I was just thinking, so it was highly traumatic.
Yeah.
But luckily, I was with family, and my family was very supportive, my cousin. And the treatment in the UK that I received was amazing. It was amazing because I was fast-tracked. The moment they noticed that it's quite bad, I was fast-tracked, and I was referred to the district hospital, Ealing Hospital, and then the treatment started successively quite quickly. And I responded very well to the treatment. So it for me, I have so much hope. Even when I hear somebody has the C word, I'm like, you can get through this. Look at me. I'm 47 years old. I had a baby at the age of 37, 38, and life goes on. So do not be afraid. Find out what the screening procedures are wherever you are. Find out what the screening procedure is. In Holland, for example, the moment that you register yourself in the municipality, and we call that the gemeente, they look at your birthday, your date of birth, and at your 30th anniversary, they send you a letter. You receive one of those. And guess what? It's in Dutch. So a lot of people, a lot of migrant women miss that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they don't know what it is. And it's a you're in a new country, it's a new language, new environment.
Is the screening very intrusive, or is it worth not going? no, I'm not going to, you know.
Yeah.
Taboo. It's a taboo around it. Yeah.
It's a taboo thing because right there, you know, you go and you open your legs like that, you know, ladies like that, right? Those of you who've gone for a pap smear, that is what the screening is. Because again, the language also, sometimes you don't know that a pap smear is actually screening. And I had a pap smear before in Kenya, but I didn't know what I was being screened for. I did not know that
there was no awareness.
There was no awareness, you know. So that's what it is. It's the pap smear is the screening, and what they do is they just once they check your cervical cells. Are they normal? Are they abnormal? If they're abnormal, then they will refer you for either a biopsy or another test. Okay. And again, there's something else. So it is a little bit intrusive, but it's not worth not going for it. You know.
So I will call it almost 20 years down the line. What is your success story, and what do you want everyone else to remember or to know when it comes to getting tested for cervical cancer?
So it's once you've had it, you need to go for screening every year. In most other places in the UK, I was advised go for testing every year. So I moved to South Africa after that, and I was testing every year. But in Holland, we're tested every 5 years. But of course, if there's something,
if your case is non-case,
then you will start early. And it's something, cervical cancer can take a long time to manifest. So if you go for testing and there's something that, please do not panic. Please do not panic, because it could very well be in, you know, so there's a long range, so there is time. However, do not wait. Don't wait.
We have a tendency to do that.
Absolutely.
Just procrastinate. And there's something when you were telling your story about you having your PhD on cervical cancer,
my master's.
your master's on cervical cancer. Yes. And also the fact that you say it's the one cancer that is very treatable, that stood up to me, that I think you could tell people more, reach out to the masses and tell them it is treatable. It has driven you to do research on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So the research that I did, my master's thesis was about the barriers and impediments that stop migrant women in particular from going for screening. And my universe, or the number of people that I actually interviewed, because it was a qualitative research, it was half of the people did not even realize that they had gotten letters, because this system is so efficient.
That's in the Netherlands. Okay.
And but do not wait for you to get to the age of 30. Start at, I would say, start as early as possible.
Especially if you know that it's in the family. It runs like the doctors. You can tell them if you get to this kind of age, please. You go for a gynecological checkup, just ask for a pap smear. And so you asked about my success story. My success story is right here. I'm here, as a living example that it is treatable. But the strongest message that I would like to leave everybody with today is do not wait. Go for the test. Know your status. That's always a good thing, to know your status. There's one thing you said before we started this. It's like you got the chance to come to study and you were going just for a flu vaccine, and then you read something and that's why you're here. So if you would have been in Kenya, if your dad did not push you, go.
Absolutely.
And that is...
And that's why I love empowerment and education. Because for me, I was really doing my master's because my dad believed in me, my mom believed in me, and I thought, oh my goodness, I just want to make them proud. That's all I wanted to do. Little did I know that was actually
you're going to save your life.
Yes. And so this is a life saved, that and what I want to do is I want to spread that message. And that's my passion, that's my initiative, is to let people know. go out, get tested. And
can I ask a question?
Yes.
Have you, when you're doing your research, did you also research Kenya to find out if the awareness is there? Are you advocating it in Kenya now?
I am definitely advocating it in Kenya. I did not do any research in Kenya, but I did background information because I was looking at migrant women who are coming here, and charity begins at home. Yes. So I started by looking at Kenya, and I was actually really pleased to find out that the President and the Ministry of Health actually in January of this year, they decided that the HPV vaccine should be something that girls need to get. And so that was very encouraging. And so, yes, I did look into Kenya, but I was focusing on migrant women here.
Yeah. So we've heard from Dabbie of her journey and her life experience on surviving cervical cancer and now being the biggest advocate, at least in the Netherlands and all over Kenya and hopefully in the rest of Africa. Because I have personally learned so much when you're even interviewing me for your master's. I was a bit confused, like, okay, what is that? Oh, okay. I mean, we know what it is, but it's far away. So hopefully I just click 30, Samantha send me my letter. We will see, and I am highly encouraged to pass this message to other people. So for those who are listening to us, that was Dabbie. This is her life story, and what you can take from her is please get tested. Yeah. Now we are going to talk to Miss Nellie over here. And she will tell us more about Angaza and go.
My name is Nellie, Kenyan, living in Holland 10 years now. A little more than 10 years. Founded Angaza in 2017 because for the last more than 12 years I've been in NGO programs going back and forth to Kenya for mission trips with my church here, with my church back at home. So after going for more than 10 years, and every year we kind of come back with gifts, handmade products, because Kenyans, I mean, not just Kenyans, most African countries, we are hospitable and we love gifting. Either we welcome you with food, and when you're leaving, we give you a bag of food with stuff. So for us, during the mission trips, we've been given handmade items. And in those mission trips, we would actually feed, but also pay school fees for the kids. But then 5 years later, along the line, we decided, you know what, let's kind of teach them how to fish, like this one to say, teach them how to fish. Bought sewing machines for the women. But then, everybody is talented, like back in the slums where we were ministering. Everybody knows how to make something. But you see, the market is there's one market. So everything is saturated there. And then after coming back the next year, you ask them, so, how's business? How have you been making? How are you selling? Oh, I didn't actually make anything. I didn't actually sell anything. Because what happens at the market, they try to sell, but during the evening, they haven't sold anything. So people take advantage. We love bargaining. So you go to the market and you're like, give me the evening price. And then they sell it just they can have food for the family. And then I just had a moment, I was like, I'm not creative in that sense. I'm creative with my mind, but not with my hands. Maybe, but I don't know yet. I was like, these people are so creative and they want to change their lives. It was just a quick moment of, I can offer them this. I'm in a global stage. They're in a market that is oversaturated, selling at throwaway prices, very creative items. I was like, I'm going to make you a bridge because it's time for your beautiful products to be seen by the world. And in that moment, obviously, I'm Christian, so I prayed about it. And it's all, Angaza is shine. Isaiah 60 verse 1, arise and shine, for the light has come upon you. And, it's time for you to shine. It's time for them to shine and be seen on a global stage. So Angaza, arise and shine. So when in the beginning, they're like, I'm broke, or my landlord has closed the door, and then you go to your pocket.
Yeah.
Go to your pocket. I was like, okay, I'll send you 10 euros. I'll send you a. Now it's like, I don't even hear. I hear, my landlord has closed, but Nellie, I've made, I have fabric, because from the last time you sold, you sent money for capital, I have fabric. I'm going to make 10 things. I'm like, I'll buy 10 things. You know, and I don't bargain with them. When I go to Kenya, I'm bargaining. Oh, I'm good. But with them, I'm like, okay, capital is this for the fabrics. This is it for the thing. Labor cost. I'm gonna pay you this.
So what are some of the things that you made? Obviously, all the beautiful dresses today, they're from Angaza, but what is your business approach? Some of the things.
So in the beginning, we started with everything. We were like, I had more than 25 artisans, from bags, shoes, earrings, anything handmade. Angaza took care of it and brought it to a global stage. But along the line, we're trying to fine tune things that kind of will stay and also sustainable. So now there's more fashion, because with fashion, you can add little things. You can add the bag, you can add the jewelry. We have a jeweler, we have a lead designer, we have a lead leather guy, I don't know how they're called it, you know? And we've just launched the Wrap It in Words collection on our stage. So thank you very much. Really, it's an honor to have this platform. So the Wrap It in Words are kind of sustainable. So we are working with the local manufacturers in East Africa who make the kanga fabric with the words, so the lessons. So the cotton is bought in East Africa, you know, it's manufactured in East Africa, made in East Africa, but brought to the global stage. I mean, we know where everything comes from. We want to be socially responsible, and we want to have a social traceability. If you ask me who made your clothes, I'll tell you. You know, when you order, you'll get a note. When you order, you get, you know, you're not hiding anything. If you want the number to the designer, we give you. If you want the number to the jeweler, Kadogo is our number one supporter. She goes there, gets her measurements. This traceability is not like, oh, I'm hiding who's making your clothes. No, I'm telling you, go to the shop in Nairobi, have your measurements taken. You know, there's not like I'm hiding, like just pass through me. No. So that's.
So because today our theme for Holland is Trace Your Success. We've had her success story, and I want to know, what do you feel has been your success story in your journey towards Angazaing the for others?
My success story, I think, is seeing the drive in the women and the men, just the drive, the creativity, and taking initiatives, because I think with my brain, and so I'm a visionary, and sometimes I'm not a realist, so I can, you know, I go very fast, but my success is working with people who see the vision. They see the vision and they run with it. So I hand over the baton, they take it and they fly. I'm not like, and I think that for me is, I'm excited for what's gonna happen. I'm actually scared.
Scared. Someone in Europe would like to have this, because today I have Wrap It in Words, and it says, tukiwa na Mungu tutayashinda ya dunia. If we are with God, we will conquer the world. I kind of like the message, because it's very personal to me in that sense, you know, about conquering the world and stuff. If someone would like your product, where will they find you?
The team has worked so hard, sleepless nights and all that. They've run with the vision. Tomorrow we'll be launching the website, so get your ka-ching ready. So Facebook is still on, has been on. You can send me a message. But we've done some amazing photography, photo shoots, and the products are there. They'll be custom made. So the pictures are there just to give you an impression, but you custom made.
And we have something nice for the audience. Yeah.
It's gonna come. I think
so right after this, you get to see the amazing
models with the Wrap It in a dress, the Angaza design. And I'm very grateful for that. Before we wrap up, I would like to know everything. George, obviously, Kadogo is like the mom of all beautiful women who gets to the Netherlands. She's the mom, auntie, cousin, sister, everything, supporter, everything. But you're working on an amazing initiative for a while now, and just let people know what it is about.
Thank you for that introduction. I feel honored. First of all, I'll have to introduce myself again. Kadogo Nyawade is my real name. There's Florence, but I never use it. So Kadogo is my full name. Kadogo Nyawade. At 60.
Wow, okay, fabulous.
Yes.
60 years.
60 years old.
Okay.
60 years old. At 60.
That's half of you.
Literally half of you.
Okay, so first, I don't know how much time I have. Age Watch is my last project now. One of my last one, I hope. Because I've been running up and down ever since I came to this Europe in 1984.
Wow.
Yes, some of you are not born. Yeah, so I'll just catch up from where I am now, and then if I have more time, I'll go to when I arrived in Europe. So where I am with Age Watch is it's because of the age, and like it says, and it's Age Watch Africa. Age Watch Africa has the intention is to grow the elderly care professional in Africa. And what we are doing at the moment, since 2016, it's growing slowly. We have a place in Ojola, a very small house, which we are in Kenya. So, I forgot to say that. In Kenya, in Kisumu, Kenya. And we were to start operating in April. And then, guess what? Corona came. Yeah, so because of the COVID-19, we have stopped operating the way we would have done it, but it's to gather the elderly to the center, and from the center they would just come and meet their elderly people from the area.
Is it a social center or they live in the center?
No, it's a social.
Okay, so it's not that they're uprooted from where their homes and staying in a place, but more of a social center where.
Yes, yes, that we wouldn't want to do that. In the end, like we say, we will have a residential area, but that is only if there's no other place people can go to. We just started with a trusted home care, but I will not just get into your house and say, I've come to take care of you. I have to know, first of all, who you are.
Yeah.
So we having the center is where the elderly can know that is our place. So they come there, they meet with the others, they can eat together. First of all, they eat nutritious food. They can talk about, what we're talking about here. Share experiences. My daughter's in Germany, mine is in England, I don't know, mine is in Nairobi, or I don't have any children. Let's start by bonding. But we have professionals, caregivers, who later can also see, how come Kadogo is not coming today? Then that's when you get into their homes. It's a way to get into and when I get there, I can, when I'm there, I can hold my urine sometimes, that's why I'm not coming. Then this lady needs their funds. Or I woke up in the morning, I didn't have food, you can find out. Then slowly you get into the homes of the people. And from there, we can find out if, through that, they get their daily activities. If it is people from 60 like me or 65, they say 70, by the time I'm getting to that age, I know, even the one who used to live in Germany was my friend, it's also around there. So we put those group of people who have something in common on a Monday morning, the other one on a Tuesday as we grow. But the main reason of Age Watch is to have them in all counties in Kenya and outside East Africa and beyond. So tomorrow, if today somebody in Nigeria would call and say, we want to join you, it's a business, so you can invest, you can say, give us your plan, how you started, then I refer them to our partner in Kenya, my business partner, who went to the similar situation with his own mom. He was looking for a place, he couldn't find it, and I was volunteering, and we met. So it was meant to be. And how did I get to Age Watch Africa? It's through the foundation which I've had in the last 13 years. This is the 13th year. By having something to take me home every year. Like you say, you would go because of the child, but every time I went home, I met people, which children study after their education, they have their degrees, which I myself never got. Then they start looking for jobs, And I said, okay, with Kadogo, we cannot get jobs for you. So we have to get a business where we can get refer them for what kind of studies they should follow. Then we know if your Age Watch is growing, we will need accountants, we will need this. Are you good in, guide them also in getting their degrees or their masters or their courses they would want to take, which would fit into the company. And before that, I also just used to go home and grow with the people. I came to Europe when I was 24. Yeah. So when I went home, I was 24. What do you do at 24? You look for your friends, you go out, you know, then when you're 30, what do you do when you're 30? What are my age mates doing at 30? What are my ages doing at 40? Now, what are my ages doing at 60?
You can't be showing up in the club. Yeah. So you need your community.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I have a question for you. What do you see is the future of aging? Because if I imagine myself as a grandmother, maybe I will not want to be in Nairobi, and maybe not in the rural area primarily. I might want to be next to my friend. What do you see as the future of aging, as opposed to what it is now?
If you're returning back home?
Yeah.
First of all, you have to look for where you want to live. You know, you don't have to go to Kisumu because your parents came from Kisumu. If you know that the way we are sitting here, Nellie has bought land there are so many companies who are selling houses in Kenya now, these residential areas. You can say, oh, together, let's all buy a place around that area. So you know which people you're moving with. Yeah. We're all investing at home. Yeah. And then I'm telling all those investors also create room for those kind of places where the age watch, services can also be provided. Yeah. So you're just moving from the diaspora country where you've lived or outside Africa, your comfort zone in Nairobi, to a place where you're going with the people you know. And before that, every time you move a place you're going and you're going back home, also create a network there. Yeah. It can be that woman selling vegetables. Yeah. It can be, you know, you will need a network.
Community.
Community. Even by building a community, I always say, when you're building a community, you all bring your own nation. Yeah. Because things start down at the community. What do we need? We need a school, we need a clinic, we need
carers. I foresee the future, for instance, of how my mother is aging maybe now, and how I would want to age. This is very ideal because the old ways are coming out, and it doesn't make it bad. Because today at 60, Kadogo sat on Shosti Drive's table and we did her magic on her. I know there's times you want to have your nails done, your feet done, because that is the lifestyle you have now. You know, self-care, a bit of pampering, a bit of that, and it is good that you're incorporating all these things, because later on, someone will have something to work towards. You know, like they know I'm going back home, but I'm not changing my life. I'm just relocating. Just
change
like
of scenery.
It's more of a change of scenery. And outside of Age Watch, what else do you do?
Oh, we also financially also have to think. You know, I can say the business can fall, but I hope not. I only hope Age Watch to grow. At the same time, we also had to get a home, and we went to a village where we have set a resort. We have a resort, and why I like, you know, bringing people together. And I just see myself
as an
older woman of 80, just there, and I see people coming with their car. They're getting into the resort.
That's my friend from Den Haag. That is my friend from Maastricht. That is my friend from Germany.
Yes.
Oh, we were together in Switzerland. We were together in Austria.
And as people, they come at the place resort. We now that I still have the energy, is also to visit Kenya. So when people come, we have our visitors. I also have the time to explore Kenya.
Yes.
Tanzania, Zanzibar, Seychelles. We want to go to Seychelles. Mauritius. So that time I'm also being a tourist, and at the same time, the more people come, they will also bring me the stories for where they are. Yeah.
And Joy is here now, looking beautiful and everything. You're right on time. You're really right on time. Yeah. So we were just wrapping up, and today has been enabled by Shosti Drive. You can find us on our socials, and basically what we do is we shine people's friends' businesses. So that is a platform coming out soon. We might have something from Angaza, something from Age Watch, and the makeup today of all the lovely ladies and the production and the wellness products have come from show Stephen Ripe as well.
Thank you so
Back to
much.
you, Joy.
Guys, you're doing amazing. Actually, I was just here to tell you that you already have a few minutes before we go for the break, because I've been seeing you cannot see your comments on the stage. Yes, when you see my new outfit, no, another stage something is coming up. But I want to come because there's so many comments coming up here and some questions for you. I'll go on with one. Age Watch Africa. Great work, Kadogo, empowering women back home. Good job, ladies, and the moderator, of course, well done. And then we have another question here. So Nellie, with Angaza Fashion knowledge, how can you help people back Kenya?
How can I help people back in Kenya?
Angaza Fashion, actually, that's what it's doing, right? I know the fashion show comes. I mean, they're not the fashion show, but I'm just thinking about the fashion show you send me. But the clothes that you send, they're made in Kenya. Maybe you can tell them a little bit about that. Maybe it will come clearly.
We lost you.
We lost you.
I'm still here.
Yeah. What was your question?
The question was about the Nellie with the Angaza fashion knowledge. How can you help people back to Kenya?
For me, I just want to give people a platform. So Angaza is just a platform for them. Any creative. I work with established designers who will be in Holland next year, hopefully. But I want to the platform to emerging designers. So anybody who is emerging and has no platform, I receive you, and then my lead designer will check your work, but also train you. We don't say, no, it's not good. We say, okay, we've seen it. How can we uplift you to the global standard? Because we don't want to we want to compete with the next global standard. So we have training platforms for artisans to be able to bring their work that is of quality so that we can compete. I want to package my product to be, when I walk into a shop in Europe or America, I want to see it next to that other brand and not be like, ooh, what is it doing there? I want to be like, it belongs there. So I want to help them by giving them a platform. I think that's the best.
Wow. That's exactly what it is that they want to know here on this side. And I can see Nellie with the Angaza Fashion, great work. Nice to see you, Kadogo, love from UK. Great job, Nellie, empowering women in the key. And then we had quite a lot. We need more of this on women health. Two ladies, go get a pap smear. Yes, every woman should get that. We thank God for your healing. And that, I think, was direct to Dabbie and her health. Pap smear is something that every woman should be doing that every year. And I think in Europe, most of you are lucky to have it as a part of the insurance. And as they said, but everywhere in the world, everyone should get it as well. And then I can see here, yes, quite a lot. We need more of this women health. That's very true. So that those are the comments coming through for you guys out there. You can see a big shout out there. Let me see whether I can see more people writing in. Yes, hi Holland team. Quite all going smoothly here. Thank you so much, ladies. And I want to thank our co-host. You did amazing work. You all look marvelous. Yes. And Dabbie, congratulations for making it here to be our guest speaker as well. Thank you, Kadogo, and your Age Watch company is a very needed thing. You're already operation, growing like crazy. And we also be aging, as you said. Where are we planning to go? So these are very, very important topic we need to plan on. So I hope you can hear me well. I want to go straight on with a surprise of the day. If Nellie can allow me to do that, maybe you can say a little bit what we are going to show them in a minute. My tech person is already ready to show something here. Do you want to do that, the announcement?
So we're going to see the official launch of the Rabbit in Words. I think it's very much.
But congrats.
Debbie, we started with Debbie's, when she was talking, I was just looking at her, I'm like, oh my God. So this is the Wrap It in Words collection. It's from the Kanga, because as we know, Kanga, it has sayings and proverbs, on them. And so for a long time, we've been hiding those words. But now I've decided to actually trademark this name.
Wow.
So it's the Wrap It in Words. So we are making wrap clothes like you see Aurelia's. It's all wrap, either with button, and for her, it's, what was your word again? Tukiwa na Mungu tutashinda dunia. If we have God, we will conquer the world. And Kadogo is also like a kimono wrap, and with the words in the inside. Mungu mkubwa, God is big, And Dabbie, it's like
Dabbie,
Yeah. The gifts of a mother are compassion and love. So it's all wrap wear, no matter how you wrap it, with a bow or with a button, so that it's easy. And then you're wrapping yourself in words, a conversation starter. So, yeah.
Wow. Thank you. So I'm going to let my tech team, Alex, please bring up the fashion show time. And you can see I've tried, but I'm not in Kikanga. This is another question for the next viewers who are here. But the fashion show is starting up shortly. Go ahead and let's see what the fashion show it is about coming out right now. Wow, wow. Unmute yourself, ladies. Wasn't that beautiful? The kanga changed it to different way. I think we need that outfit for the Awe next event that all of us we come with that outline. We order from you. You make the design. It will be a kanga event. Amen, amen.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Like, people who saw the fashion show share with me there whether you saw that, and you can share with us right now to show whether you saw all those outfits. And yes, congratulations for your launch. How do you feel about it now that you've created your own brand?
I'm trademarked. I mean, yeah. No words, actually. No
I
words.
can see people. Yes, Sharonda. Yes, it was beautiful from Sharonda, and say great colors and outfit, lovely from Matilda there, and wearing a kanga dress, lovely, comfortable. I like that one for Rapi. It's perfect for right now with the COVID-19. We have added so much weight. That gives allowance of so much space. Yes, thank you so much, Holland, for that. I want to thank you again for being there for the organization of the day and making sure that things went on well. I can see everybody now is ready here for buying the canvas, right? You can place their order, right? Can they place their order?
Right now.
Exactly. Go to the networking.
Yes.
You will meet her there. Make your order. I want the wrap. I have the weight, my dear. So you guys grab yourself. Go to the Sorry.
No, we are grateful. Thank you.
Yes, I give you 2 minutes to say something. Of course, as we close.
Yeah, we would just like to say thank you so much for having our time. Thank you so much, Joy, for this platform. It has just been amazing for us to showcase our talent, our intentions, and the energy we want to put out to the world. And we are very grateful for that. If you ever need your makeup done and hair, we resurrect wigs. Yes, that's a thing. If you want holistic body stuff, just go to Shosti Bedrive, and Bedrive is the equivalent for business in Holland, and we'll have you sorted out. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Joy, for this platform again. I want to tell Kenyans, if everything goes well, I'm going to Kenya like every year in December, and for 3 months. I'm going to visit the elderly again. So there we also need a lot of support. I mean, this is not a Kadogo thing. It is ours. And there's a website. You can go to www.aid.africa.com. And we are also accepting donations through Global Giving, which I've been sharing. And please help me so that when I get to Kenya, I can also give those elderly women what they need. Thank you. And men, sorry.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for that. And I leave you to enjoy networking time now. If you're going to the networking, thank you, Holland. Holland, you made it. And I am so proud of you. Everything worked so smoothly. I can't believe it. Well done. And I'm looking forward. Probably we see each other next time in person. We were supposed to have Holland event. Next time we will have it in the country. We'll blow away Corona. Yay! Well done.